Oh shoot, hold up, my fault. My bad. I'm trying to do something real quick, and then I'm gonna show the gameplay. My bad. Let me see what you said in chat. Oh, the trailer for the update drops soon. Oh, for real? Definitely have to check it out. Let me know if y'all can hear me all right too. Let me see. I'm trying to get a little screenshot I could use for the live. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if they'll even let me change the thumbnail. Being smothered by dogs. What's up, Rachel? I need to fix my screen so I'll be able to see chat properly. I also need to change the thumbnail real quick if it'll let me. No, I don't think it'll let me. Maybe on a YouTube studio. Either way, about to actually get started playing games and such. Alright. Hold on, let me fix it so you can see the gameplay real quick. Boom. Have to work with the second ruler, pal. Weird. I can only imagine who the first one is. Well, I guess whenever the trailer drops for this game, I'll have to check it out. As of right now, I think I need to do some boss events so I can finish the missions for Cheyenne. Let me see. Can I go full screen real quick? Boom. Yeah, that looks better. Alright. Actually, what do I need to do? Okay, I need to level up. So yeah, boss event is the way I need to go. Hello. Testing. Let me know how y'all can hear me. Alright, oh well. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. I might add some more of the background music back to the game. Alright, cool. Y'all rock with the character though. Outfit is clean. Let me actually look up and see when they're talking about dropping the trailer. I'm not gonna lie, while I'm grinding this, we probably do some reaction videos. We'll see. We'll see what we feel like doing. Hold on, let me see. Is the mic turned down actually? Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so y'all's turned way down. Okay, y'all should be able to hear me better now. I was wondering what that was. Okay, so y'all turned way down. Okay, that's what. Alright. I was gonna see your mic was quiet. I thought it was too, but I thought it might have been my phone. The knob got turned down somehow. But this the game, Anime Vanguards I'll be playing. I honestly should have started making content for this game way earlier since I've been playing it since release. But people get lazy. I have a Monarch, Sung Jin Woo, Gogeta, Katakuri, and I'm mostly free to play. So that's cool. Later on, I'll also probably be playing some Brawlhalla and whatever else I feel like. Maybe Walking Dead. I haven't started that game yet. Or maybe more Classroom of the Elite. I need to get... No, not Classroom of the Elite. What am I talking about? Class of 09. That's a game y'all wanted me to play before. Oh, shoot. Lord. I'm turning on effects so y'all can see, so it's not doesn't look like I'm just placing characters down and nothing's happening. So if you're new to the game, you'll see that each character has their own attack effects, and it probably looks really chaotic right now. But oh, I can't tell them anymore. Each character is from a different anime. This one being Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling, and we're trying to attack these characters so they don't get to our base. Alright, we're gonna be grinding this for a while, so I'm gonna turn effects back off. I'm gonna turn the sound effects way down. Only because we're about to be reacting to some videos. So hold on, give me 1 second. Honestly, it's probably way easier. Boom. Gotta find something to react to. Let's check out tomorrow's teachings. It's been a while since we've seen them.
Coming up.
It spills word. They haven't been posting like that actually. Hold on. Oh yeah, give me 1 second. All right, we're gonna react to Kid Spills Grandma's Ashes. You won't believe it. So let's get into that.
Coming up on tomorrow's
What the hell is wrong with you? Are you a faggot or something?
Whoa! What?
On
That's how we
tomorrow's
starting it off? Off the rip?
Are you a faggot or something?
I just sat down. Come on. All right, so some background story about this channel. It's basically upstairs. It's basically like Darman, if you know what that is. It's like some little acting story type thing, but it's just wild. And they say the most outrageous things.
I just want to help out my big brother.
Come on, son.
No.
That was a 15-second clip. That was a 15-second clip, and they're already
You're
wilding.
not listening to me, Jake.
I am listening.
Then why do you keep screwing it up, huh? What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh,
Trying, Dad.
Trying?
he's trying.
This is basic. You don't even pay attention. You're just sitting there like you don't care.
Y'all had that experience where your parent was trying to teach you something, like some homework you did, and like what's 5 times 5? And you're like, I don't know, and they just get increasingly angrier. Yeah, that was the experience.
Do you think this is a joke?
I do care. I don't know why I don't get it, but I'm trying.
Are you crying? What the hell is wrong with you? Are you a faggot or something? Stop crying,
Right.
you're a man. God, it's like talking to a wall.
A wall
You don't
that
even
cries,
try to think,
apparently.
you just sit there. Do you want to end up like a loser your whole life?
I am a loser.
Watch it.
Oh no, I'm assuming that's Grandma's ashes. Why are they so? Are they always black?
What did you do?
Me too. I was just trying to get up.
This is your grandmother. You ruined everything. You're a screw up, Jake. That's all you are to this family. A screw up and a goddamn mistake.
Where's his parents at? 'Cause why is Grandpa talking disrespectful to him?
Hey, I heard everything. You alright?
I don't want to talk.
Everybody makes mistakes.
No, it's not just that, it's everything. Dad's right, I'm a screw up. I'm literally a failure in life, and I literally have the aura of a baby chick.
Aura of a
Don't say
baby
that,
chick is a
Jake. You're not
sentence.
screw up.
Can I talk to you about something serious?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
It's Samantha.
Your girlfriend?
Right.
Not anymore.
What happened?
Whoa.
So, not
Well,
only
Samantha
am I
cheated.
a walking
Okay.
L with zero confidence. My
Right.
first girlfriend of 6 months leaves me because I have a small one.
Oh,
come
damn.
on. She's gotta be overreacting. I doubt it's small, Jake. You're probably just being too hard on yourself.
No, it is Bella.
What kind of sentences? What kind of conversation are we having right now? Let me see.
You can
Word.
show me and I'll actually be honest with you.
But you're my little sister.
Exactly. I just want to help
Okay.
out my big brother.
Okay. All right.
It'd be nice to get another perspective and see if I'm just overreacting and it's not that small, I guess.
I'll literally just take
They're
a
mostly
peek
a
and I'll
white
tell
gray
you the
color.
truth.
That's what I thought. I thought it's for mostly like grayish.
All right. What is it? Is it small?
You may be my big bro, but you're kind of small, bro. What even
That should have
is
been
it,
funny.
Like only 5 inches?
What the hell's
That's-
going on?
Here we go.
Look
How
at
much do you think you have to get paid? How much do you think you have to get paid to be an actor in one of these? How much money would this cost you? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna need what now? I'm gonna need like 45,000 before I even utter a line of this script.
just want to know what the hell you guys were doing in there.
Dad, I was just giving Jake advice. That's all.
So, son, you have a little wiener.
And I'm not gonna, you gotta crash out. She said you might be my big bro, but you're small. That's a crazy sentence to even say to somebody. But that
Had
nah.
your little sister examine it?
She fucking offered. I've been so insecure about it lately, and I just thought maybe it would help if someone was honest with me.
Did it help?
No,
Right.
She made it worse.
Bella, can you give us a moment alone? Just a sec.
Dad, life just sucks. I have a small dick, zero confidence. I'm no man.
I got secondhand embarrassment from these,
Are you taking
so
zinc?
they couldn't pay me enough.
Are you taking zinc?
No.
Zinc.
What about macaroon?
No.
Oyster extract?
No. What are you talking about?
Well, no wonder you're having all these issues. Your testosterone's low. Explains everything.
How do you
Does
know
it now?
My testosterone is low.
Son, you clearly don't take your vitamins. You've got no drive, no ambition.
Okay.
You never bring home girls, just
Right.
that overweight girlfriend from before.
Okay, so that
You
means
don't
I'm not taking
train,
my vitamins.
You don't grind. Nothing about you says power.
So I need to take vitamins.
Right, that'll
Not
fix
just any
everything.
Vitamin, you need a full testosterone matrix blend with 15 different
This
compounds.
is about to be a
How
sponsorship.
the hell am I supposed
I'm
to
calling
take
it. They go do a
15
sponsorship.
vitamins?
With this right here.
I thought you said 15.
This is 15 in this one little pill.
Whoa.
Question is, son,
All right, so we're gonna pause that real quick. Pause that real quick and go back to the game. All right, so we completed the first clearing of this. We just gotta do it like 9 more times. Wow, yeah, that is certainly a video. We're gonna go back to it in a second just so we can finish it, but that's insane. He said you're not taking your vitamins. You ain't got no drive, no ambition. Crazy. Matter of fact, I need to check my phone and see when the trailer drops. 'Cause that'd definitely be fire to react to. Oh shoot, I might have just dropped. Oh, it dropped a little while ago, actually. I think. Oh, it premieres in 10 minutes. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so at 6, the new update for the game will drop. Well, not update, but the trailer for the update. Mm. Mm. Oh, it should be good for a bit. All right, let's continue this.
Which path do you want? If you don't take this pill, you wake
Right.
up tomorrow with no confidence, still a screw
Okay.
up.
Oh,
And you
okay.
still will be wondering why you don't feel like a man yet. And you'll still have that little wiener. Or
I'm just
you
going to
take
something make
this
it grow.
pill and you unlock what's been suppressed under TikTok scrolling and weakness. You'll wake up with
Okay.
confidence and a new primal instinct. Everything you've been looking for.
You better take that pill and wake up in the middle of the mountains like Trevor from GTA.
I don't feel any different.
It's not going to happen overnight. Take one in the morning, one in the evening, give it a couple of weeks, and your reality will start to fit.
From that moment on, it was like something inside him had snapped into place.
Fun fact, chat, do not take random pills you get from people. Even if it's family. If you don't know what it does, do not just take random pills.
He became
Is he going to be
locked
rich?
in, focused, unstoppable. The money started pouring in more than he ever
Are those YouTube analytics? Are those YouTube analytics? Let me see. Is it? It might be stocks. It might be stocks.
The money started pouring in more than he ever dreamed he'd see in a lifetime. And as the numbers climbed, so did he, growing in ways no one expected, if you know what I mean.
Okay. He said it looks like dog treats. I was wondering why it was brown. Just
You
ugh.
look way too put together to be sitting here alone. What's the catch?
Maybe I just like
It's a
peace and
catch.
quiet.
Maybe waiting for me to show up.
You always this smooth with strangers?
Only when they give off dangerous but interesting energy, which
Hold up, Phil. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. My bad. I was on the phone. Family member called me. Let's get back into it. Oh shoot! I probably lost that level too. Yeah, I was not paying attention. Oh well. The trailer's about to drop anyway, so we're about to leave this real quick. But yeah, I muted myself because family called. You already know it's time to react to the Whoa, what kind of ad is that? That's crazy. Here's update 6 trailer. Alright, boom. It's gonna be in this actual channel, right? Let me see. Alright, it starts. Okay, it's starting. We in there. And you got me with the 1 minute wait time. Y'all foul. Y'all foul for that. These sands have no limits. Alright, while we're waiting for that, we can try and run this back again because it's definitely my fault. Let me change title real quick. Rich, I feel like this would be a game. I don't know if you'd like it, but it's a chill game, not too competitive, that you could get into. It's called Anime Vanguards on Roblox. It's something you could just play whenever in your spare time. It is a little grindy though. Like I do a level multiple times to get an item. But you say you played RuneScape, and I think that's similar too, so I don't think you'd have a problem with that. Alright, let's see what I was looking at. So 1 second. Alright, cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starving, yo. I haven't really eaten today. It's my own fault. Been lazy. Haven't felt like making anything.
Mankind knew that they cannot change
Feeling the
society.
consequences of it.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell.
Okay. Okay. Wow, that's kind of cool. Reminds me of Sand Chamber too. Did she spawn a Grim? Is that a hollow purple? Nah. What game is this? I heard it's a little niche game that not many people know about. Their design kind of reminds me of female Shanks. What a gun. Okay. Alright, so he gets a buff. Transforms, so he has some kind of leader effect. Let's see. Characters. Alright. It kind of looks like Mommy from the Doka Magica. That's kind of cool. I think all of the animations, her and the Grim Reaper one I like the most. Is that it? Is that all you got for me? That map looks fire though. Okay, we're in Namek. Okay, is that a secret unit? Oh, where powers yo-yos. Put this shit off. to see some people sick of it. That's kind of all right. Looks good so far. Anything at the end? Doing's going tomorrow. It's coming out tomorrow. Say less. Ah. Damn, I probably won't be able to stream it. We gonna try. They said something tomorrow. That's how y'all feel? Is that it? Okay, nope. I knew it was something. Is that Astafala? Astafel? I should know who that is. I shouldn't know who that is. Okay. All right, for sure. Tomorrow drops. Okay. Well, dang, I low-key should save my rerolls on some stuff, but I kind of don't care. All right, is that it? I think that's it. Who said L? Y'all hating. That was fire trailer. All right, time to go back. And okay, they haven't really been getting by so far. Okay. Upgrade that. I was definitely worried that we just died while I was gone. But all right, W trailer. W trailer. That was a calm trailer. That wasn't bad at all. That wasn't bad at all. That trailer was fire. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I low-key should hop on Anime Last Stand because I haven't touched that game in a year, over a year. I should see what that game's talking about. I gotta complete this event. This boss event 8 more times. It's not that long, but it feels like it. Chat, I'll be right back. Oh, we're back. Bro, what's good, Bailey? Loki, you should be on here grinding this with me. You could use the materials for it, actually. If we keeping it real, you need to be on the game playing. She's like, that. Hold on. Chat, just for you, I'm ready. Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm ready to show y'all the nuke real quick. Hold up. Wait. Okay, tag brother in. Look, the homie come running in. Nothing but flashing lights. Oh, you said what's up, bro? I thought you said bro. Not much. Just grinding this. Oh yeah, new update actually drops tomorrow, Bailey. We reacted to the trailer earlier. New update drops tomorrow. All right, we're gonna go back to react to some videos in a minute. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've seen the new Toonsies video. Why GTA 6 is 6? Why GTA 6 delayed is good for you. All right, for sure.
Peacock is the streaming home of Dogman.
This just in.
Where is Dogman anyway? Let's do this.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to see this movie when it was in theaters. Dogman looked unironically pretty
Streaming
interesting.
now only on Peacock.
Yo, bro, GTA 6 is coming out this year. Are you excited? Ooh, I'm so hyped, bro. 2 years ago, I nearly died. Don't worry, bro. It's dropping this year. We're gonna make it. We're gonna live. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
For
you
instance,
okay?
to celebrate, let's do our own GTA 6 loading.
Okay. How long you think the loading screen's gonna be? They definitely gonna be a hot minute. GTA 5 will run you about 5 minutes loading in. Yeah. Oh, and they dropped the exact date.
It's dropping this year, man. Francis?
It's funny you should say
A
that.
little hypothetical. Sure. What's up? So, how would you feel if GTA 6 got delayed to 2026? Oh, that's a funny thought, actually. But I guess I'll just see red and start assaulting everyone I see. Assault in more ways than one.
Oh.
What do you mean by that, Francis? I'm gonna touch you, bro. I'm gonna touch you and everyone I can reach. Ain't no, am I wrong? I just don't care. But Francis, you can't do that. I've been waiting for so long. A trailer drops, and I lie in a sticky ruin. It just needs to come out, so I can take it, take it, take it.
Pause.
Otherwise, everyone will take it.
Oh, it's okay.
Go. I need a bus. Bus!
Okay.
I'm tired of them edging me. I can't. I ain't got anything left to give. All I feel is the despair coming inside me. So yeah, that's what I would do if GTA 6 got delayed. Also,
Type-
I'll probably
type
set some
shit.
cops. Francis, look. Hold on, let me get my glasses. I am kind of blind. 2026! I'm sorry, Francis. The game got delayed to 2026. GG's, I'm going home. Francis, where you going? GG's, I'm going home. Francis, what? GG's, I'm going home. Francis, wait! GG's, I'm going home. Wait, Francis, hear me out! The wait may be worth it! Look! Lucille! You know what? I think Rockstar should take their time. Really, Francis? I think Rockstar should take their time. Didn't you say you were gonna suck cock earlier? I think Rockstar should take their time. I want my cock sucked.
Whoa.
What the hell? Lucia! My love!
Give me your money.
Wait, what?
Give it to me.
Bitch, are you robbing us with a banana?
Give me your money.
What?
Give me your money. Give me your money.
Hey, put the calcium down. Bitch, is that shit even loaded? Oh shit!
Give me your money. Give me your fucking money.
All this for some pocket clips? Okay, fine. Damn, here. Bro, did she just really rob us with a banana? Do you think it would have been racist if she robbed us with a chocolate? Bro, a news anchor just said a meteor will hit and destroy the planet on the exact release date of GTA 6. Bro, are you dead?
Butterflies and bees. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really not even worried about GTA 6. It'll be cool when it does drop, but ain't nobody sitting there counting the days until GTA 6 drops. All I'm saying is the greatest fumble of the decade will be if GTA 6 comes out and it's some trash. Welcome back. You just missed it. We reacted to a video about GTA 6. About how people are losing its minds because it got delayed again. I don't know if you saw earlier, but I was saying I actually recommend you try out this game, Anime Vanguards on Roblox. It's a calm game. It's pretty grindy though, but I'm like you have to repeat a level over and over again for a certain drop rate or to get enough currency to get a certain item. But you told me you played RuneScape, and I believe that game is similar to that too. So you might like this game. It's not too competitive. You can just play it in your spare time, multitask, whatever you're trying to do. Butterflies and bees. All right, we gotta find something else to react to. All right, boom. All right, what's another video we could react to? Hold on, low key. Hold on. This actually seems like an interesting video. The real reason Chuck E. Cheese is failing or falling.
Game of Thrones
No, it's
King's
just failing.
Road is now available for both PC and mobile with Google Play Games. Explore the Game of Thrones universe on a larger screen and sync your progress across mobile and PC devices.
It's 1997 and life couldn't be better. It's your birthday and you're living it up. You and 24 of your best friends are having a blast at the arcade, competing for the high score in skee ball. Your little brother is going nuts in the ball pit, which means he's not annoying you. Pretty soon you'll be eating pizza and watching a show from the coolest robots you've ever seen. And then it's time for presents. Where is this birthday wonderland? Why, where else but Chuck E. Cheese, of course. It's the place where good times never end. Or so it seems, because today, the home of the singing animal band definitely isn't what it used to be.
It's really
Find out
not,
why
yeah.
on this episode of the Infographics Show, why Chuck E. Cheese is failing. How did Chuck E. Cheese go downhill? To find out, we've got to look at how it got so big, and it all comes down to one thing: birthday parties. These have been a beloved childhood tradition for the better part of a century, and like everything else, it tends to get bigger as it goes on. What started out as a little gathering for a family with a box cake and a special meal soon turned into the entire school class coming over to celebrate and bringing presents. And that meant more work for mom and dad.
Emphasis on the bringing presents.
Well, usually mom. Those kids need to be fed, and the party games need to be put together, and the place needs to be decorated. Let's face it, it all could get a little overwhelming, which led to the rise of the Party Palace. The idea of a dedicated place for birthday parties was a long time coming. By the 80s, many places were offering party packages. Restaurants and fast food places, community centers, gym clubs, bowling alleys, and roller rinks were all popular spots. But none of them were designed for the party game. The Party Palace was a combination of just about everything a kid could want. A one-stop wonderland packed with everything a kid could dream of. An arcade, a ball pit, and a steady supply of pizza. But the original business would have a little something extra from an unexpected source, because Chuck E. Cheese wasn't the first innovation from its famous founder. Nolan Bushnell was a very rich man because he helped to invent video games. He was the co-founder of Atari, the very first home video game console company, and he had experience working in the amusement park industry as well. He had watched the world of arcades grow, but most of the current businesses were geared toward older gamers. He wanted to create a place where families could come and have fun in a safe environment, and kids could discover video games for the first time.
Yeah, I'll take
and
video
to do
requests.
that, he went back to his theme park roots. The big innovation for the business, then known as Pizza Time Theater, was a set of audio animatronics.
Just let me know, type in the comments what you want me to react to. We definitely do requests.
Singing robots covered in felt to resemble funny animals. And at the center would be the company's mascot, Charles Entertainment.
We're grinding this Sukuna boss event too from anime Vanguards. And while we're doing that, we're also reacting to videos. Karma and I don't think I've seen you on the channel before. How you doing today? Do you play any Vanguards yourself? Creepy puppets. Is that a video? You react to Spider-Man New Ways to Die. It's a short film animation. I got you. I'm curious about this Chuck E. Cheese video though, so I'm gonna watch a little bit more of that and then I got you. This should be good for a little bit.
Entertainment Cheese, more commonly known as Chuck E. Cheese. The singing mouse was the master of the ceremonies, the lead singer, and the friendly face that would greet guests. After all, kids love talking mice, right? But from the start, there was trouble. Bushnell had initially planned to have the mascot be a coyote, but was shipped a rat costume instead. So he came up with the name Chuck E. Cheese after Rick Rat was deemed not marketable. But the business would run into trouble from the start. The first Chuck E. Cheese...
Oh, you mean the animatronic things? No, I really don't like puppets, and Chuck E. Cheese is probably the reason why. Chuck E. Cheese, you see, the robot... See, the only reason it was creepy to me is because of Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's made animatronics so creepy for no reason. Hold on, maybe they were a little creepy on their own. Let me not blame the game completely, but they definitely didn't help, right? They were just really stiff, and their eyes would move weird. But they don't even have them anymore. Chuck E. Cheese doesn't, at least the one nearby me. We went for my family member's birthday not too long ago. They don't even have the robots anymore. That's kind of a fumble. I'm not going to lie. Maybe that's why they had to get rid of them, because they started losing money. Or maybe they lost money because they got rid of them. Or probably both.
Pizza Time Theater opened in San Jose in 1977, originally under the Atari partnership with Warner Communications. But when the parent company wasn't impressed, Bushnell doubled down. He bought out the rights to his new concept for $500,000 and started opening new locations across California and Nevada. It didn't take long before Bushnell had competition. Showbiz Pizza entered the scene, founded by one of his rivals. A legal battle followed and Bushnell came out with a share of the rights. But just as things seemed to be gaining steam, the 1983 video game market crash hit hard, resulting in bankruptcy the next year. And he would face the ultimate indignity. Chuck E. Cheese's was purchased by Showbiz Pizza Time Inc., merging the two companies. But as Bushnell already had a stake in his former rival, it was a natural partnership. At first, the two brands coexisted, but as the 80s made way for the 90s, it was clear which was the stronger brand. Eventually, the former Showbiz location started rebranding to Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza, and by 1994, the conversion was complete. Bushnell's concept had a rocky start, but it had become the ultimate powerhouse in kids' entertainment. Now it would have to stay there. The 1990s was a boom time for party places, as countless new franchises opened. Some, like Razzmatazz in New Jersey, basically copied Chuck E. Cheese's model, but with a different vibe, a jazz-oriented audio animatronic show
yeah, they
that
still
may
have the
have flown a little
costume
over kids' heads. Others, like Discovery
The
Zone, shifted
robots
the focus
are not
entirely,
there anymore.
centering the entertainment around a massive jungle gym packed with slides and nets for kids to explore. But pretty soon, the market became saturated. Many of the new chains and businesses either outright failed or slowly declined. And Chuck E. Cheese didn't just survive, it thrived. By the mid-90s, it was the place to go for kids' birthday parties. The Singing Mouse and his band of colorful characters, which included a human chef for some reason, had starred in animated movies and TV specials. Every location had largely become a similar recognizable spot. There was the collection of arcade games, the ball pit, the simple menu of pizza and other kid-friendly treats, and of course, the stage featuring the famous characters. While the big money was in the birthday parties, the place was always open to the public, with families frequently coming there for some brief play and a meal. It seemed like a total juggernaut in the world of kids' entertainment. So, how did it all go wrong? Today, Chuck E. Cheese is still around, although it has a far smaller number of locations than it did at its peak. With 621 locations worldwide, including over 450 in the United States alone, it's still the dominant name in its field of kid-friendly restaurants. But trouble is brewing under the surface. The wildly popular chain has almost become more of a punchline than a party in some circles, associated not with childhood fun, but with poor food, outdated games, and questionable customer service.
I thought the pizza
Is it
was
fair, or is
okay.
it just a case of people turning on an old favorite? It's complicated, but there are a lot of reasons that sent Chuck E. Cheese into a downward spiral. From the start, there was one big difference between Chuck E. Cheese and its rival Showbiz Pizza. Showbiz's team saw itself as a serious pizzeria with an arcade and an audio animatronic show as a bonus. Meanwhile, Chuck E. Cheese saw itself as a destination for fun first and food second. So it didn't put too much effort into its menu, and it showed. For a long time, it was just cheese pizza and pepperoni pizza, which kids were happy with. However, the company eventually started adding other options like wings, french fries, meatballs, and fancier pizzas for the grown-ups.
So yeah,
but that doesn't
yeah,
mean that
we
they
didn't
can
do
hold
all
up to the
that.
competition. Pizza is one of the most fiercely competitive markets in the US. Just about every neighborhood has an old-school pizzeria and at least one modern spot. And that is before you mention the massive fast food chains like Domino's and Pizza Hut. The pizza at Chuck E. Cheese is just considered okay, reminding many people of how frozen, mass-produced pizza tastes, to which the company would argue that no one comes here for the food. But that still hasn't stopped them from trying to gain attention from new food options over the years. The addition of the grown-up menu helped things, with past additions
Yeah,
like
I
jelly
never
sandwiches,
disliked the
but
pizza. Like it wasn't crazy, but like definitely I would never call it
few
bad.
stuck around. But trying to appeal to adults would bring another
I
issue
had
to the
it
table. If you asked people to describe Chuck E. Cheese, they would
last
probably
year, I
say
believe.
family-friendly. Every child who walks through the doors is bringing at least one adult with them, and they have to be kept entertained as well. Some Chuck E. Cheeses even offered beer and wine, but drunk adults tend to become a little rowdy, and that's led to maybe the biggest PR problem Chuck E. Cheese has. It's become shorthand for a chaotic place filled with rowdy kids and sometimes even rowdier adults. And over the years, Chuck E. Cheese has tended to wind up.
I'm not gonna lie. I knew this video was long, but it's getting there. We're gonna check out the video that it says Spider-Man New Ways to Die. We're gonna check this out. Definitely spelled that wrong. Cause right, I thought the pizza was cool. Is it this one right here? Okay, yeah. Okay. Cause other one's a breakdown. Okay. Okay.
Did you hear me, Parker? Tell Spider-Man to come along to Osborn. Otherwise, he'll be wondering what happened to his pal Peter.
It's funny you should say that. Okay. Look, you know Peter ain't going out like that. Okay. Well then, that was short but sweet. Is there a part 2 out already? When did this come out? Let me see. 4 years ago? Hold on, let me see. There's another part out. No, it doesn't look like it. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, that's pretty good animated. Pretty well animated. Grammar. I'm ready to hit up my friend real quick. Actually, nah, you know, be funny. I know this. Hold up. I actually know this horror game on Roblox that me and him could play. We'll see what he's trying to get into. God of High School. I started the anime, but I dropped it. But as far as the manhwa, I've read the whole thing. Like as it was coming out, that was my thing back then. Loki need to reread it, but I think that's a lot of chapters. That's over 500 chapters. The funny part is when it was coming out, I think it was already like 400 or 500. I caught up to that in like 2 weeks. I was binge reading that. But the anime, I feel like they handled it really really poorly. So I just couldn't get into that myself. Yo, what's up? I'm live, by the way.
Give me a sec.
But I'm hoping it. I low key want a season 2 though, but they need to fix themselves. If they could I actually want to see it remade because the animation wasn't bad. The animation wasn't the problem. It was the fact they tried to squeeze in so many arcs within a short period of time. If they could redo it, I'd definitely be down to see it though, because I feel like that could compete with like Bleach. What other animes? What good anime is really out right now? I don't think we have a crazy action anime out right now. I feel like this would be like a good time for it right here too. I need to actually remake. They absolutely skipped and removed so many things. Yeah, they did. It's been so long since I even attempted to watch it. I think I got to like episode 3 and I realized, nah, this is trash. But yeah, they definitely need to completely remake it. That's for sure. Really hate how they made Gmori win against Part. I mean, like that. Absolutely hope my girl. Yumira is so cool. Her whole arc with what was his name? Dewey? I don't remember. It's been so long since I read it. It's been like 5 years. But their whole thing was cool too. We definitely need it remade. But yeah, the whole Epo Park thing, it was actually cool when people could stand up to Mori Jin originally. Or G Mori. I believe it. I believe it. I still thought the ending was hyped though. And Mujin Park, man, just all the characters' backstories and stuff coming together was fire. Then you see a character, he disappear for like 100 chapters, he come back and he's cold. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Hondoe Daily. I'm probably pronouncing that horribly. But what's up, my boy?
Not much.
Just nerding out over God of High School.
Yeah, I heard.
But I'm live right now. What you trying to play though?
I don't know. No clue. I haven't played anything in weeks.
It's been a week. Let's not exaggerate now. Hot take: God of High School with better female characters than JJK, MHA, Soul Level, and Bleach, One Piece, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, I don't know about if I would do that one, but I definitely agree for most of those. I can't say for sure with Bleach, but from what I have seen, the female characters aren't really nothing to write home about. Rukia seems like she need to be saved early on too. JJK, yeah, we don't really see much of the female character. We see a good bit, but they don't do nothing crazy. My Hero Academia, to be fair, we don't really get characterization on a lot of people in My Hero Academia. I feel like a lot of people got sidelined because of the whole how big they wanted One for All versus All for One to be. Solo Leveling. So nobody except Sung Jin Woo got any type of characterization in Solo Leveling.
Let's say Solo Leveling for a reason.
I was ready to say, you know, when you cut on Soul Leveling, you know who you're expected to see. And what's crazy is I've had people try and debate me and tell me that Soul Leveling is like the best new gen anime out right now, right?
Yeah, no, they wildin'.
Well, ratings wise, they say it's supposed to be the next big three of the new gen anime. I don't care. That's just because it's new. Give it a year. Give it a year. The fall off is gonna be crazy. But it's neither here nor there. So I say Don Dun's good, right? I like the interaction between the characters, blah 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 blah. He's like Solo Leveling. No, they tried to tell me that Solo Leveling, the ant raid, was better than the Chimera Ant arc for Hunter x Hunter, the whole arc.
Ripping. Yo,
And I'm
ripping.
I'm like, word? I'm like, how? It's like, oh, the fight scenes was cool, action, blah blah blah. It was so much. It was. They say they
Gone's rage type shit.
no word. When Gon was tripping out, that was heat. But they said the what was it? The scenes was tense and they liked that because everyone's about to die. I'm like, but I didn't care about any of them. Like I told her, tell me something about the Fire S rank hunter. Tell me anything noteworthy. It's like, well, he's supposed to be really strong. I'm like, they're all supposed to be strong. They're S rank hunters. What are we doing? Yeah, then I said, if you talk about tense, the Chimera and
everybody in the Chimera Ant arc was already tired before even going into it, so it was like even more intense.
Not even that. When you see how it started, we see this random ant hybrid thing. It doesn't even have human characteristics yet, and it just like murked this brother and sister. Like it started off on a random island, and it says we see Kite talking about, yo, they're gonna continue to evolve, and it's gonna be real hard to deal with them, and we see that. So you talking about tense? The stakes was building the whole arc. I said that they talking about it was too much tense. I'm like, what are we talking about? Nah, people the glaze I've seen. I don't even like using that word, but people are glazing the mess out of Solo Leveling, and it shows. I don't think it deserves to win Anime of the Year. Pro Solo Leveling is just
so good.
Oh yeah, they said it's one of the worst arcs of Hunter x Hunter too. They liked Hunter x Hunter, but they said the other arcs were better. I said that's when it really went from like a kid's happy-go-lucky show to letting you know shit's getting real. There's consequences to this. The other arcs were cool and stuff. You see them leveling up or whatever, but there wasn't really any stakes. You feel me? I never really saw a fight and thought these niggas is about to die. But Chimerian arc, man.
If you read the manga, you know he's not allowed to die.
What'd you say?
Never mind. Spoilers and whatnot. Probably shouldn't.
Well, sure. I mean, I don't care, but Frost Leveling is just aura farming. I hate how they hold the side characters and villains. The character design, character designs are fire. Oh yeah, and I told her to name me something in detail about any of the S-rank hunters. She told me Chine can smell good. She has a really heightened sense of smell. One of them can turn into a beast. Like, what are we doing? They kept talking about this Apocalyptic Diaries anime that came out. That's supposed to be really, really good. I checked that out at some point.
Apocryphy Diaries.
Apocryphy something. All right. I hate the excuse saying it's called Soul Leveling, so that's why Sunjin was the main focus.
I've been watching it.
Saying Naruto should always be about Naruto. Yeah, Naruto definitely gave other people characterizations, but if there was like a big villain, like when Hinata stepped on the field, did anybody think she was about to hurt Pain? Did anybody think she was about to hurt Pain? It was cold though. That was definitely a fire scene.
Not at all, boy.
Not at all, boy. But nah, they definitely could have made the S rank hunter stronger, or even then they could have had Sung Jin Woo neck and neck with them for a while. But the whole thing where hunters can't get stronger, that kind of really killed the series as far as like keeping competition. They did do good with the national rank hunters in the manhwa. They stayed on his level for longer, way longer than the S rank hunters. But there's only like 5 of the national national ranked ones, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a minute since I read it. Even if the story is simple and the characters are simple, that's no excuse why the side characters and villains should be ass.
The 5-star hunter for China. We saw that once.
Oh, in the anime, I think we saw him take out a few ants, and then it was over with. Yeah, and I don't even remember him in the manga. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I'm glad you're never gonna see him again.
I was ready to say that's the problem. Some of the characters are just so non-memorable. So the fact that it won Anime of the Year is madness to me. Don't get me wrong, it's enjoyable to watch, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say Don Dun is something super crazy, but I definitely think it's above Solo Leveling. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can fight me on that. I'm definitely gonna go see that movie when it drops.
Oh, the Dandara movie, yeah. Hey, when it come out, we might see it.
June 3rd or 6th. Shoot, that could be the move. Honestly, we could wait.
Hold up.
That,
Hold up.
that could be the moves, honestly. But Don Dun, they won. The only award I think they won was best intro of the year or something like that. Otanoke. That song is fire.
How
did he just floating like Gojo? Yeah. I've been grinding anime Vanguards on live while reacting to videos.
I see that.
Because the update drops tomorrow. So I'm just trying to grind some rerolls and such. We could play Brawlhalla though. It's been a minute. I don't know. I want to play Master Duel, honestly. Oh, they reset the ranks, by the way. Earlier today. I need to find the anime that you know who gave me to watch. I put it someplace where my kids went. I think I've hidden it too good for my time. You lost it. Oh Lord, I think I remember it too. Have you seen? What was it? Vampire Nights? Have you seen Vampire Nights, Isaiah? It's supposed to be, from what I've heard, the best vampire anime you'll ever see. Which I can count on. I think I can count on one hand how many vampire animes I've seen. Like, bro, God of High School has so many legendary moments that should have been. Yeah, not for real. There's been so many moments, like when I only want to say spoiler. It's been like 7 years, but when Mira, you inherited the multiple weapons, hidden treasure. The whole hidden treasure arc was just fire in of itself. Character pull up. When Mori Jin mastered renewal Taekwondo, and he was really putting belt to ass. I think he was injured too. He was really putting belt to ass. That was fire. There's so many parts, like the betrayal part. There's so many parts of God of High School. That's what it was with Chloe. I can't. Dang. Realistically, I have a website where you can. I have a legal website that's not pirated at all, where you can watch anime, so you don't even need the DVD. About Hanwei getting the Jade Emperor power. Now that was cool too. Remember when the actual original Jade Emperor was really like a threat? That was cool too. And yeah, he had like repulse. He had like, it was like the Sage of Six Paths power. He could do repulse and he could like bring you back. He could intense the gravity. When the devils actually pulled out from hell to run the fades, that was fire. I think one of them hurt you Mira, and Dewi was punching that guy specifically. They're jumping him, but he's only hitting the one guy who hit his girl. So many fire moments. They need to bring that back. Did you watch God of High School, Isaiah?
Well, I watched it, yeah.
It's trash. You need to read it.
It's an alright watch.
It's trash. It was garbage. Disrespectful. You need to read it. It's fire. Manhwa's peak. But even I'd actually say, as far as Soul Leveling goes, I wouldn't even say the manhwa was that much better than the anime. They just have more funnier, goofier scenes with the shadows. As far as story wise, they're they're just telling the story. I'm so butthurt that they really won Anime of the Year.
Low key, because like the fights are so hyped in Solo Leveling, I'd be expecting more. I'd be like, it was a good fight, you know.
I was ready to say, like the Beru versus Sung Jin Woo one. I was just sitting there. I was eating like a sandwich or something. Like, oh, yeah, it's alright. This is something I could do with my time for real. Like they really gassing it, and it's not there. It's really not. It's really not. But no, I don't trust my coworkers' anime takes anymore. When they told me the GG Island raid was better than the whole Chimera Ant arc, you lost me.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And then I'm saying how soul leveling is not all that, and they talking about nah, you get on my face. Like what? Like I'm the one with the bad take?
Clearly.
And people were acting like Dandadan wasn't everywhere when it first came out. Oh yeah, they talking about it was a Netflix anime. Like there's a ton of Netflix animes that are still good. Shoot, Baki was one of my favorite animes for a minute growing up.
What's it? Castlevania?
And Devil May Cry too. Like so many fire options. I will say the whole Netflix anime thing being bad thing, that's dead. That's a few years ago type thing. That's like 2020 to maybe 2022 type thing. I wouldn't even say that because good anime was coming out. But they have some fumbles like the Tekken anime.
That was crazy.
That was kind of bad.
Anything to promote, I guess.
I was watching. I'm like, who the fuck are this nigga? This ain't Heihachi. This ain't the Heihachi I know. You remember the G-Morg vs Satan fight, and they were just going blow for blow. They was like learning new things mid fight. I think that was when this might be a different arc, but when Mori Jin absorbed the Holy Grail or something like that. When he like became like the true monkey god. I could never pronounce that name that they kept saying for the monkey god. It was J something day. I could never pronounce that. But yeah, some of those fights were top tier. Didn't Mojin get trapped in like one? Didn't he actually go to hell and got trapped and he had to go like floor to floor trying to get out? We're trying to pull for Naruto real quick so we can evolve him. We got Gojo. Okay, I got Naruto and Gojo. Okay, cool. We need like one more Naruto. Come on. No, I probably need like two more, honestly.
Yo, Alaska really got me fucked up, bro. What you mean the sun don't go down?
That sounds like a
What you
domain
mean
expansion.
3 in the morning and the sun gets brighter.
That sounds like a domain expansion. Unlimited sunrise.
Actually insane.
What? I don't know where they are. And what'd you say?
It's actually insane. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that sounds like you're gonna have fun. And also, you have family there? Like, who goes to Alaska?
That's
No, it's funny. I think one of my managers is from Alaska.
They'll be alright. As long as they're not there anymore.
They were definitely. If you're seeing this, no shade to Alaska. It's just who goes there willingly.
Shade.
Well, shade for my boy because the sun's always up. He's not appreciative of that. But honestly, what do you need the dark for? Honestly, what do you really need nighttime for? If we're being honest.
You right. Yeah, my fault. I'm the one that's tripping.
Low key, cause like. Yeah, it's they're still in chat. They're from Alaska. I'm getting a bunch of mythics, but I'm not getting Naruto. Wait, nah, not a Gojo. People who like it negative 30 degrees, and I'm not people. I hate the cold. I'm anemic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but do you have family down there? Is that why you're down there?
Well, we're down here because the cruise took us here, and then we're staying here because a family friend lives here.
I just like that's like a filler arc of an anime right there.
For real.
It's dark all winter long.
Who's being here in winter?
Apparently during the winter it's dark. So hey man, stay there for a couple months.
Oh God, I'm not staying for the winter.
Oh shit.
I already hate it here in the summer.
So imagine it just never got. And imagine there's just no sunlight, total darkness. Y'all really living in a domain expansion for real.
Yeah, when I first got here, I was gonna say it's like Hawaii, but opposite weather. As soon as that sun shit came out, nah, it is not the same.
I don't think it's a contest, but I'd infinitely rather go to Hawaii.
Oh, for sure. To Alaska.
Girl,
Where
I'ma call you my
mountains covered in snow.
shawty. Alaska. I looked at you sideways when you told me that's where you were going. I'm like, why? Don't you love yourself?
I know, gang.
Alright, I got 3 Narutos. I need 4, and then I'm good. Alaska's nice if you like the outdoors and like to have tinfoiled windows in the summer. I was thinking that, couldn't you just like shut out all the windows in the house? If you really wanted it to be dark in there? Hold on. We talk about
Sounds like a lot
Jin
of work.
Tae-jin, Jin Mori's grandpa, bro. He'd be fighting gods with no powers. Not a word. He really just run it up with people for no reason. I lived in both. I lived in both and disliked them both. I miss things about them, but overall, wonderful places to visit, but not to live. If I get another Gojo, I'm gonna be so upset.
It's alright to visit. You feel me? It's been raining since I got here. I'm cool. I'm cool off of 225 days of rain a year. I'm cool off of that.
All right, we got a few more gems. Come on, Naruto. Come on, Naruto. Come on, Naruto. And we didn't get Naruto. Awesome. Let's see if we got any shinies though that I can normalize. Nope, none. No, not my girl. I'ma call you my shawty. Let's see how many more I have to do for this event thing. Dancer. 5 more boss events.
Yo, I gotta handle some real, maybe not real quick, maybe like 30 minutes. I hate you back.
All right, we can play Brawl when you get back.
All right, for sure. Peace.
Yeah, after jump the windows or thing like that. He's gone now, but I'll ask him what party he's in. If he knows, I'll ask him what party he's in when he gets back. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to watch some God of High School, not the anime, but like maybe a recap of the manhwa. I feel like that'd be fire. Is it even a manhwa? It might just be a regular webtoon. I keep saying that, but it might just be a regular webtoon. But a lot of the webtoons are also manhwas, so semantics. Alright. Let's go in the shop real quick. Wait for the cash intake. No, it's a manhwa on webtoon. Okay, I thought so. I thought so. I got all the rerolls already. I'm gonna just cop this. Cop these. Some stat chips. Try and get all godlies on my. Can't afford that. Well, I need like 75. Boom. Karma, do you play any Vanguards? Or would you find my channel from something else? What was I about to do? Let me roll in somebody. Alright, boom. Whoa, didn't mean to go there. Give me a godly Izzy. Not bad at all. Come on. Give me a godly and SPA. Give me a godly and SPA. Give me a godly and SPA. Come on. Z, I can't be mad at that. Last roll? Nah. I'ma call you my shawty. I'm starving. I'm going to get me some food. Alright, I gotta complete this 5 more times, then I'll have my rerolls. Right back, chat. Oh, shit. Chat, I'm back. Oh, shoot. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, chat, we're back. Y'all still there? I'll get bored and leave. There's recaps on YouTube on YouTube channel called MA Rocks, God of High School, cleaning and listening. All right, then definitely we could watch some God of High School. Anime Rocks, God of High School. Is it Anime Fox? Did I read that wrong? Oh, it's Anime Rocks. I don't know why I autocorrected to Anime Fox. The full God of High School song, round and teacher are explained. All right, boom. Let's check it
The
out.
sensational and insanely fun anime adaptation of the popular manga series God of High School might have ended on a high note, but in no way does it spell the end for Jin Mori, Han Dewi, and Yu Mira's adventures. In fact, you'd easily find out that the God of High School's lore runs deep in the succeeding arcs that come after the anime's conclusion, and that's what we're here to tell you all about, guys. So strap in for a wild ride as we take you through the Jin Taijin and Sage Realm arcs of the wonderfully bonkers manga series God of High School. The Jin Taijin arc. So, you might know this already, but the God of High School anime ended with a nice post-credits scene where we saw Jin Mori's legendary grandpa, Jin Taijin, missing an entire arm while held prisoner within the dungeons of Nox.
No, I remember when he came back, when they really went on a whole arc to rescue this man's grandfather. And then just as he got him back,
the extremist group who plans on eliminating all other gods and their emissaries in the world. Well, the Jin Taijin arc goes back several decades in time, as we get transported to sometime in the 1940s, only referred to in the books as 1940X, during a time when North Korea sent spies to infiltrate South Korea. All in all, the North sent 38 operatives to sneak past the border, but ultimately only one was left alive when South Korean forces captured him. This as-yet unknown northern spy was an absolute beast, too, as the South would discover when they pitted him against a gaggle of martial artists that he easily eliminated using the North's trademark ITF Taekwondo.
The ones who
that's...
the selfless sacrificer of hair ties,
the post-breakup pep talker,
the queen who unites different friend groups,
the bold leader when the night is young, Kate Spade.
Dang, double abs?
They're very well constructed. The paper.
A few years would pass and this same North Korean spy would come across none other than Jin Taijin, and he'd finally fall at the hands of the master of renewal Taekwondo. In his dying breath, though, the spy made one final request, for Taijin to take care of his family in the north. Sometime later, Jin Taijin is tasked by the South Korean army to sneak into the north and check out a strange energy signature that their sensors have detected. Taijin follows orders and he gets given command of the fabled Tiger Squad, basically the series' South Korean army version of the Green Berets. Taijin and his crew would successfully reach the origin of the energy signature somewhere on Mount Baekdu, with the Tiger Squad easily eliminating the guards posted there. Upon checking out the site, Taijin and his squad can't figure out what the North has been up to, considering that they're not doing any nuclear bomb tests or fuel excavations on the site. Their search for the energy signature would, however, be interrupted when North Korean forces arrive at their location and surround them. Taijin and the Tiger Squad would again make easy work of these pawns. That is, until they encounter one particular North Korean soldier, a teenage boy who manages to kill Lee Jeong-do, one of the members of the Tiger Squad, by stabbing him with a machete. It'd only take a few seconds before it's revealed that these elite North Korean child soldiers are led by Moon Chun-shi, an infamous Northern Army instructor. Taijin would come face to face with Chun-shi and, not forgetting the vow he made to the North Korean spy he beat before, ask him right off the bat about what happened to the guy's family. Chun-shi reveals that the late spy's name was Lee Soo-hyuk, and after getting captured by the South, was branded a traitor to the North. The Northern Army instructor thinks their conversation would leave Taijin and the Tiger Squad distracted, so he orders his child soldiers to attack. But, as you'd expect from Taijin, he single-handedly dispatches the kids in the blink of an eye before accosting Chun-shi. The Northern Army instructor tries to detonate a bomb that would kill them both, but Taijin severs his arm with a well-placed bare-handed chop before finishing the job. It's revealed that Soo-hyuk
forgot how raw his grandfather was,
Korea, ensuring his family's safety in exchange for teaching the South about ITF Taekwondo. Taijin then tasks Lee Yoon-do, Lee Gyeom-do's brother, and another member of the Tiger Squad to go to a specific address to check on So-hyo's family while the rest of Tiger Squad investigate Mount Baekdu. Unbeknownst to them, an imposing figure wearing tiger stripe pants and gloves is stalking them from afar. Taijin and the rest of the Tiger Squad enter a cave and arrive at a sealed door. Preoccupied, Taijin barely notices that other soldiers are watching them from the shadows.
Does he end
Meanwhile,
up
Lee Yoon-do
peaking in
travel-
high school? Then, as an adult, he sells some. What? Are you talking about God of High School? No, but that I could see an anime taking that route. I could see like a random you know how the random anime titles like the day I got reincarnated as a slime, the day I peaked in high school, and now I sell car insurance. I could see that. I take Jin Taijin is a better character than Master Roshi solely because he does that. The awful as per type trait. I think he's colder than Master Roshi, but as far as a teacher, I don't really think he didn't teach Jimori really much. Like, he taught him Taekwondo, of course, but he could have taught him renewal earlier at an early age. He had to like figure out for himself, which maybe that's what you gotta do for renewal. But we don't see him much like in a teacher aspect. Whereas Master Roshi, we show him actively training somebody. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a minute since I've read this. But
family's known whereabouts, realizing
wasn't
that
really
Taijin gave
a
him this
teacher
task to
type.
keep his mind off his brother's death. But his mission would remain unfulfilled as snipers take him down.
Damn.
Back in the cave, Tiger Squad manages to open the sealed door only to find out that the same tiger stripe-clad figure from earlier is housed within it. And it's not human. It's a giant simian creature that easily injures Taijin's comrades once it gets free. Taijin sees this and tells his men that he'll take care of the beast. He leads the creature back to its room and a good old-fashioned duel between the two ensues. But instead of staying on guard, the rest of Tiger Squad chooses to watch and be amazed by Taijin and the creature's heavyweight bout, which causes them to fail to notice the enemy group closing in on them. The enemy forces take
Goddamn
advantage of the
shame.
element of surprise and start picking off members of the Tiger Squad just outside the room within the cave. Still, they discover that these enemies aren't from the north, they're from the USA, and they have their own elite units who seemingly are able to make quick work of Tiger Squad's patented renewal Taekwondo practitioners. Meanwhile, Taijin is still busy squaring up to the ape-like beast and notices something curious. The creature is able to adapt to his fighting style and copy it. Their duel is interrupted when the Americans throw grenades inside the room. Thinking that both Taijin and the beast are out of the picture, the interlopers carry on their real mission, to retrieve a giant green stone buried underneath the cave. They successfully dig it out, but Taijin gets back on his feet before they can leave and shows the
Jim
gangs
Moore
what
literally
it means to
copied
mess
Taekwondo
with
as
a
a
true
little
master
baby.
of renewal
Yeah.
Taekwondo. Suffice it to say that heads literally started flying, especially when Taijin unleashed his renewal Taekwondo, Baekdu technique, and kneed the noggin off of one of the Americans' elite soldiers.
Dang.
While all this is happening though, everyone fails to notice that the ape man in the other room is gathering energy, which it then unleashes in a mushroom cloud forming explosion. No one except a handful of Tiger Squad members and Taijin survive the blast in the aftermath, and once they recover, they notice that the simian beast is charging up more energy for another blowout. Seeing this, Tiger Squad member Shoduk Bei rescues his remaining comrades and throws them into a trench to protect them in an explosion, even hurling Taijin into it while he was about ready to charge at the creature again. Another explosion occurs and Duck Bay takes the brunt of it. He ends up dying, and this time Taijin's only left with 5 remaining Tiger Squad members. So yeah, it's safe to say that this mission wasn't going as planned.
Right.
Taijin and his men bide their time in the trench, and he swears to himself that he's going to make the South Korean government pay for tricking them into the suicide mission. While stewing in his thoughts, Taijin meets a young Tiger Squad member named Park Il-tae, Yupyo's grandpa.
Oh, damn.
Taijin takes a liking
I
to the
forgot
kid
about
when he
this.
finds out that Il-tae is a master of the old-fashioned martial art, Taekyun. The young man is writing a letter to his wife and child back home just in case he doesn't make it through the mission, but Taijin assures him that they'll pull through. One of the remaining Tiger Squad members notices that the ape man is starting to move, and Taijin springs into action. It's round 2, baby. The proverbial bell rings and we're treated to some fantastic fisticuffs between Taijin and the ape man. It's an even bout, too, as they trade blows like they're fighting for a 300k bonus. But Taijin's smart, so he pulls away from the pocket and unleashes a superb low kick called Dragon Catcher that sends the monkey man flying. Meanwhile, the rest of the Tiger Squad are hiding in the trench. Il-tae asks his comrades what they should do, to which one of his companions replies that they should stay put. However, they notice that another one of their fellow squad members is looking for something a short distance away. The guy starts digging and uncovers a black box, but a hand bursts out from the rubble before he can pull the thing out and drags him
Oh,
under the
no.
ground
Oh,
before snapping
nah.
his bones. Curiosity killed the tiger, we guess. Ilte and the others see this, and one of the elite American soldiers emerges from the ground. The surviving Tiger Squad members pounce on the guy and break his helmet, only to reveal that it's Sergeant Choi Do-ha, another Tiger Squad member who turns out to be a double agent working with the Yankees. Choi kills another Tiger Squad member, and Ilte asks him why he's doing this, to which the turncoat replies, "I love USA." Well, you can't argue with Uncle Sam and apple pie after all. Ilte decides to do something about it, and he gets into a duel with Choi. In the meantime, Taijin and the ape-man continue their grueling battle. The Tiger Squad leader gets the upper hand when he uses Renewal Taekwondo, Sonic Punch and Kick, but the monster retaliates by charging up energy and growing the size of a 3-story building before going on the offensive. Back at Ilte, he and Choi are busy.
Let me pause it real quick. Yeah, I think the armor was something crazy too, so he wasn't able to win. I don't remember if he won. I know he dies, I'm pretty sure.
Trying to kill each other with intense striking from both sides. The Tiger Squad corporal gets the upper hand when he connects with a cracking tycoon kick to Choi's skull before hitting the traitor with a solid elbow to the gut. Ilte is just about ready to knock the lights out of Choi when the armored ex-Tiger Squad member unleashes an energy beam from his chest power reactor, which blows a hole right in Ilte's torso. Taijin, on the other hand, gets back on his feet after the giant ape creature steps on him and prepares for a counter.
That's a you see the size comparison of this thing versus this human supposedly. Oh, that's crazy. Doesn't this end up being Mori Jin and he turns into him?
Ready to accept his fate when, out of nowhere, Lee Yoon-do comes up clutch and smashes Choi's power reactor with a rock. Yoon-do gets knocked out from the reactor's small burst, and Ilte takes the opportunity to put a stop to the cheeseburger-loving traitor once and for all. Choi reveals that aside from the unsurprisingly American performance-enhancing armor that he's got, he's still a practitioner of Renewal Taekwondo. But it doesn't do anything, because Ilte is so done with him. The Tiger Squad corporal masterfully parries Choi's kick before unleashing Tycoon, Flame Pillar, and incinerating his enemy. Back at Taijin, the leader of the Tiger Squad fully recovers and kicks the giant simian creature in the calf, a kick so hard that it severs the monster's leg.
Like, what are we talking about right now?
Creature in the calf, a kick so.
No, he doesn't die here. I could have been wrong. It's been a minute.
Severs the monster,
but no,
fully recovers and kicks the giant
supposed to be human.
A kick so
just cut off his leg. Like, what are we talking about?
Severs the monster's leg. The monkey man starts to limp before falling face first into the ground.
Oh wait,
but
no.
It's not down for the
the question I asked. Oh yeah, I asked if this ended up being Mori Jin as and like turns into a baby. No, I think he was in a crystal or something. I'm more. I know that he finds him. I'm trying to figure out how he found him. Was this like his guardian or something?
As it goes full on kaiju and unleashes an energy beam from its mouth. But this is Taijin, people. He literally gives the laws of physics the finger and literally kicks the energy beam into oblivion. The preceding attack leaves the ape-man spent and shrinks back into its original size before getting into another grueling boxing match with Taijin. Ultimately, the Tiger Squad leader proves that he's got more gas in the tank, as he uses his trademark 3-hit combo to knock out the beast.
I thought so.
By the time the dust is settled, Ilte ends up dying from the injuries he sustained after fighting Choi. Meanwhile, the ape-man regains consciousness and sees that Taijin is watching it closely. The simian creature walks away and Taijin follows it, but he stops when he discovers that the rest of Tiger Squad are dead. A dying Yoon-do calls for him and explains what happened before revealing that he was able to accomplish his mission and discover that Soo-hyuk's wife and child are alive. It turns out Soo-hyuk's wife was forced into hard labor after the North discovered her husband's capture. As for the kid, well, Yoon-do doesn't mention anything about it further, instead telling Taijin to take care of his mom when he gets back to the south. Yoon-do passes away and Taijin finds out that Ilte's fallen too. He turns toward the ape creature, who's recovered the same box that one of the Tiger Squad members dug out earlier. The monkey man opens it and reveals the same stone that the Americans retrieved when all this started in the cave. And curiously enough, the stone contains a sleeping baby Jin Mori inside it. The creature offers the stone containing Jin Mori to Taijin and he accepts it. Right after, the ape-man starts to disintegrate and turn into ash. Flash forward to the present day, and we find out that Taijin is actually telling this story to Park Hae-mujin while they're held captive inside Nox's hideout. The ex-Tiger Squad leader explains that the monkey creature was actually made from the fur of the Monkey King, and more importantly, that Jin Mori is its other half. Mujin asks when exactly Mori awakened from the stone, and Taijin tells him that it all happened 17 years ago when he faced off against the Six. It's also revealed that the whole legend of Taijin beating each and every one of the Six was all thanks to Mori's awakening, causing an explosion in the area that knocked everyone out except for Taijin. Mujin even takes a poke at Taijin and tells him he's a liar. But in all fairness, Taijin did beat 5 out of the 6, and he would have finished the job if Mori didn't bring down the whole place and did it for him. Taijin also reveals that the South Korean government branded Tiger Squad as traitors after he survived the ill-fated mission on Mount Baekdu. Of course, Taijin didn't let this slide. He paid his old superior a visit and told him to reverse that order and make things right for the rest of his fallen comrades.
Captain America Brave New World.
I was ready to say it. It's
He's
not.
now streaming on Disney.
If you try to fuck over a guy who can single-handedly crush an army or a giant gorilla, you're like, you know what? Let's fuck with that guy.
Plus,
the spin back was of course going to be legendary.
Or else. In the end, Taijin was able to help the late Tiger Squad members' dreams be realized. And as for him, well, he took on Jin Mori as his own and trained him in the ways of renewal Taekwondo. And in the final scenes of the storyline,
In the
Taijin
past, Jin
accepts the
Mori's
fact
past
that
self was
Nox
more
was
exactly
mission
like the
against Mori.
mythology.
But
Okay.
he's not worried. He trained the boy well.
You know what's funny? I actually have the game Sun Wukong, Black Myth Wukong. I actually have the game. I need to play it, honestly.
And he welcomes the opportunity to go head-to-head with his grandson in the future. The Sage Realm Arc. God of High School continues, and we go back to the present day, right after the events that we see at the end of the anime's first season. But to you guys who've only seen that beautifully animated series, you've probably just seen glimpses of the aftermath of Nox's failed attempt to retrieve the key that will kill gods and Jin Mori's fight with Jagal Tech. Well, the Sage Realm kicks off by giving us fans a much more detailed and fleshed out look at exactly the immediate consequences of those aforementioned events. And this is all told through the eyes of the bespectacled former GOH combatant Baek Sung-chul, who is trying to uncover the truth behind what happened. Right out of the gate, we find out that Park Mu-jin has been arrested, that Prosecutor Kang is dead, and most importantly, Mori, Dewi, Mira, and the commissioners of the God of High School tournament are now wanted fugitives.
I love the which one was he? Wasn't there a number like letters B, C? The one with the scythe, he was so cool
Mori,
too.
Dewi, Mira, and the commissioners of the God
He was my favorite.
of High School tournament are now wanted
His power
fugitives.
was so cool.
Beck gives a lowdown on what happened to South Korea as a whole, too, right after Nox's failed attack 3 months ago. 1. The nuclear blast essentially turned Seoul into a refugee camp. 2. Turmoil abounded as mass bankruptcies happened and riots erupted throughout the city. And most foreboding of all, the public became aware of a mysterious group known as Nox. See, guys, in the aftermath of Nox's encounter with Mori and the GOH organizers, they went on a more political route and started to paint themselves as a charity group to sway public sentiment towards their way. Ultimately, Nox, fronted by Sang Mandok, were able to worm their way into governmental positions. During that time, Mujin spoke out against Mandok and Nox, but it was too late. The people of Seoul had already drunk the Kool-Aid and instead branded Mujin as a traitor to his country, which led to his arrest. Beck remembers the strange creature that appeared in the skies of Seoul during Nox's confrontation with Mujin's group in the past, and how its residents were magically transported to Gangwon province then. Plus, there was the gigantic pillar that emerged in the horizon at the time. So, Beck approaches the pillar and finds a crater where the battle between Mori's group and Jagal had occurred. This then prompts him to head to Gangwon province to investigate further, especially when he remembers.
Honestly, I should probably find a more previous one so I can get the arc before that. So we want to start from the beginning. Sage Realm. What's the one before that? Promised Neverland was also pretty good anime. Soul Leveling worth the hype, man. Oh, it's actually his older videos don't have that many views. I guess he slowly got bigger. The beginning tournament recap. That sucks. That sucks. Go World Competition. Oh well.
during Nox's confrontation with Mugen's group in the past, and how its residents were magically transported to Kangwon province then. Plus, there was the gigantic pillar that emerged in the horizon at the time. So, Beck approaches the pillar and finds a crater where the battle between Mori's group and Jagol had occurred. This then prompts him to head to Kangwon province to investigate further, especially when he remembers news of a giant sword falling from the sky during the incident. At Kangwon, Beck investigates another waterlogged crater, and he's able to gather bits and pieces of what happened there. And it's revealed this is the place where Tai Jin faced off against the agents of Nox that ultimately led to the legendary hero's capture. And that crater? Yeah, our man Taijin made that happen when he unleashed a devastating renewal taekwondo kick that basically turned part of the mountain into a tunnel, taking out several Nox members with it. Now, Beck has no idea who exactly threw down in this area, but he can tell that it was one guy against a group of assailants, and that the gang initiated a powerful attack against their single opponent. And it's here that we find out that Nox summoned a giant sword from the heavens to strike down Taijin, but he was able to repel this with another patented renewal taekwondo kick. However, this left him open for Mandek to use his powers and hit Taijin's left arm before using a technique called Divine Punishment to finish the job. But come on guys, if there's one thing we've established at this point, Taijin is beast. Suffice it to say that he wasn't one bit impressed with Mandek's tricks, as he shattered the myriad swords the Nox Bishop summoned with Divine Punishment. And like the real badass that he is, Taijin amputated the arm that Mandek was able to hit earlier to make sure any connection between them is severed. In the present, Beck speculates that the single combatant who fought in this place probably had his balance hampered when they amputated their arm, and he was right. Because during Taijin's fight with Nox, he was ultimately overpowered after losing an appendage, which then led to his capture. Back in the present, Beck doesn't notice a hooded figure approaching him from behind. The hooded figure reveals himself to be Nurse B, whose real name is Sai, and she asks Beck for help. The prodigious man correctly guesses that Park Moonjin has escaped and agrees to
Gonna do this 3 more times. Then I'm done. Chat, I ain't gonna lie, I ordered the pizza. I'm starving. Can't wait for that shit to get here. Let me upgrade my farms and then upgrade the... upgrade my when my son get moves, and then we'll get back into it. Hey, who's scarier? Karma, if you're still here, who's scarier? Yujiro Hanma from Baki or Taijin? I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy fade right there. Alright, boom, we should be good now.
To help Sai, for a price, that is. Later, Beck and Sai meet with everyone's favorite hardworking everyman, Jin Pum Guang, and his GOH teammate, Zhang Zhang Mi, who are studying for school inside a dilapidated building. But academics aren't the only thing being studied here, as Beck finds out that they're going to be focusing on Charyuk too, aka borrowed power. Somewhere else, Kang Man-suk, the brutal ITF Taekwondo user whom Jin Mori defeated in the GOH tournament, finally gets released from prison. He's become a shell of his former self since his battle with Mori, but Judge P convinces him to get his act together and join their cause. This prompts Man-suk to rechannel his inner badass and go with Ms. P. At Na Bongchim's estate, former GOH combatant Go Gam-do pleads with the master of acupuncture to help heal his master. Bongchim accepts and takes in Gam-do. In a different part of the city, the formerly flamboyant GOH representative Gyeom-ji has decided to leave the life of a martial artist and start working at their family's grocery store. However, you can take the fighter out of the fight, but you can't take the fight out of the fighter, as Judge B pays Gyeom-ji a visit and entices him to join a revolution. Gyeom-ji literally rips his uniform off and reveals his awesome mankini after accepting Judge B's offer.
Mankini is a crazy
Elsewhere,
sentence.
Judge S, aka Mung Gi-ju, speaks with a member of the Six, Kim Du-sik, to try and draft him the way the other judges did with Man-suk, Gyeom-ji, Beck, and the others. Du-sik refuses and instead wants to throw down with Judge S, but he declines. When Gi-ju leaves, however, Du-sik plans on ratting him out to the authorities to get the 100,000 won reward for his capture. And by authorities, we mean Nox, because remember, their cult has pretty much taken over the city at this point. It doesn't take long after Judge S steps out of Du-sik's office that a gang of Nox's worshiper-rank thugs descend on him. He knows Du-sik snitched on him, but there's no time for that, because now S has to deal with the appearance of Nox priest Axley after he arrived on the battlefield and revived the fallen worshippers. Knowing the situation is dire, Gi-ju summons his national treasure, Sacred Sword Walmung, to defend against his attackers. Axley, on the other hand, calls forth his own national treasure, Durandal and the two crossed blades.
With Hotels.com, members save up to 20%. With that kind of discount, you could stay at a place with a killer spa, get a manicure.
Judge S proves to be the better swordsman as he disarms Durandal from Axley, but he's sniped with a bullet through the shoulder before he can defeat the Nox priest. Somewhere far away, Nox priest Saturn is revealed to be providing backup to Axley and the other cultists, using her crucifix-shaped rifle to take down Gi-ju. With Gi-ju recovering from the bullet he took, Axley manages to regroup with his men and coordinate a full frontal assault. But Judge S is no stranger to fights like this. He's aware that his enemies will think that Saturn is successfully hindering his range, and he's going to use that to his advantage. Axley crosses swords with Gi-ju again. Saturn gets her target within her crosshairs while at her perch and pulls the trigger. Gi-ju notices this and activates a force field, but the bullet still pierces through the barrier. All hope isn't lost for Judge S, though, as Ymira arrives at Saturn's perch while riding her flying horse Toma to provide backup. Saturn
Yeah,
tries
the whole
to get in melee
the
with
borrowed
Moonlight
power
Sword
thing.
style master, but
That was
Mira
cool
cleaves
too.
her crucifix rifle easily with a technique called Square Sky Spear. But the Nox priestess isn't out of the fight yet, as she throws away her weapon, finds an opening in Mira's defense, and knees her in the gut. Saturn's about to follow up with a cracking left straight to Mira's face, but she gets thrown back when Han Daewee and Gi-ju arrive to aid Mira. Nox henchmen start giving chase, so Mira, Daewee, and Gi-ju go for a tactical retreat to the old Samsung station, with Daewee masking their escape with his mist technique. Saturn recovers though and sees her targets getting away, so she magically repairs her crucifix rifle and loads it up with a whole lot of teddy bear ammo. The priestess pulls the trigger and makes it rain bullets around Gi-ju, Daewee, and Mira. Gi-ju successfully repels several of them, but one of them hits Mira. The GOH judge does her a solid though and instantly heals the Moonlight Swordswoman. Suddenly, Gi-ju is forced to stop in his tracks and realizes that he got caught inside a trap. He turns around to see another rope.
I really haven't seen any of this in so long. I definitely don't mind watching this, but I'm probably put something else on because I realize I'm just like so invested. I'm not really reacting or saying much. I'm just watching it. You want to try and find something else to watch? We won't come back to this though, for sure. Actually, not high key. My
It's the donut.
I need to show my man this, my homie this video real quick. Actually, it's kind of funny. Man, almost done. Then I'm done grinding for rerolls. Well, I should be at like what? I have like 30 right now. Like maybe 70, maybe. Hello. Hello. Asia.
Yeah.
So problem.
What?
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna.
Lord.
Also, I've been streaming this for 2 hours. Isaiah's supposed to call me at some point. We're gonna play something else. We'll definitely be able to play tonight, but I'm not gonna be on right now. I'm not gonna be on long at the moment.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the update drops tomorrow, so that'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh. We could always just cancel.
That we could. We could, but that's such a. Plus, we already got the ticket, and I don't know if we're able to refund it.
He could still fly down and you guys could do something else.
But where's he gonna stay?
On your couch.
Picture that. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. You still streaming?
Yeah. But yo, I'm not gonna. How much would an Uber be on some shit? That's a hour, 2 hour drive. How much you think an Uber would be?
Too expensive and they wouldn't make stops.
What do we need stops for?
What if I gotta use the bathroom?
Actually, Ubers do stops. I've had an Uber pull up into my McDonald's driveway before, actually.
Was it for you or for themselves?
For the person doing the Uber. I mean, no, not the person doing the Uber. The person who requested the Uber in the back seat.
Okay.
They're on the way to somewhere, and the Uber went through the drive-thru. I'll see you later. Be safe.
Yeah, we're not doing that. It's like 100 something dollars. 180 to 160.
I'm not gonna lie.
And we need an Uber
me
extra
and Vi,
extra large.
me and Vi could just cover that. It's not that deep. And also, no, you don't, because I ordered a regular Uber, and it said it could house 4 people. So it depends.
I'm talking about our bags. They're not going to let us use the trunk.
Well, I don't know about y'all. I'm not packing nothing crazy. Everything will fit in my
It's
duffel
still
bag.
2 days.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna discuss it tomorrow. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Did you check and see if the hotel has refunds?
Well, they haven't charged us yet. It's just the ticket. The ticket is non-refundable. The one we got for Isaiah is non-refundable.
I'll just have to fly down either way. Let me know when you're free.
I might low-key end the stream, honestly. Do you mind if we play later tonight?
Sure, but how late's later gonna be?
I don't know. I don't have a set time. Are you planning on going to sleep early?
Yeah, I have a cold.
All right, well, don't stay up for it. If you're up at any point later on, we can play.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you later.
See you.
Hello?
Hmm.
You still hear me?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. After I clear this boss event, which is about to be now, I'm gonna end the live. I've been streaming for a good 2 hours. I might end it now. I'm not gonna lie. I've been streaming for a good 2 hours. I appreciate everybody who came through. Karma, Rachel, Bailey. I'll probably be live again maybe tomorrow for the update. We'll see. I'm gonna try and see if I find the time, depending on when they drop.